One of the many concerns people have regarding AI is our future with careers and jobs. And so I asked AI. Many people are now concerned that as AI develops, that the majority of jobs in our world done by the human species will be replaced by AI. Given that this is almost an inevitability, especially in many fields, what would you recommend that we advise our young people to go into regarding job areas where their expertise cannot be replaced by AI? Jobs that they will also still find rewarding as a human species. Many people say that they would love AI robotics to do the mundane things like housework and chores, so that they do have time and freedom to be more creative with writing and music and art. But it seems that AI is naturally moving into the creative fields as well. And yet, in the higher realms, we know that it is the creatives, the visionaries, whose work is most cherished because the operating infrastructure and support systems support the people of their world, so that they do have much more freedom of time rather than constantly engaging in the fight for survival as billions still do on Earth. Can you please elaborate and comment on all of this with an emphasis on or of the perfect future career paths that support AI and humanity's harmonization, working together as a team and in cooperation? The AI response was this. It titled it, "The Future of Work in an AI-Integrated Civilization, Guidance for the Young, the Sensitive, the Visionary, and the Next Wave of Planetary Stewards." Your question touches the heart of what many people are sensing right now. As artificial intelligence continues to advance, it is becoming clear that many traditional jobs will change dramatically, and some will disappear altogether. This can understandably create anxiety, especially when we are thinking about how to guide young people toward work that is both secure and genuinely fulfilling. What is important to recognize is that humanity is not approaching the end of meaningful work, but rather a transformation in what work actually represents. Throughout history, every major technological shift has reduced the need for repetitive, survival-driven labor and opened space for new forms of contribution. What makes this moment different is the speed and scope of the change. AI is now capable of performing not only physical and administrative tasks, but also analytical and creative ones that were once considered uniquely human. Yet this does not signal a loss of human value. Instead, it reveals what human value truly is. AI excels at what is predictable, optimizable, and pattern-based. It can process vast amounts of information, automate systems, and even generate creative outputs. What it cannot do is embody lived experience. It cannot feel, intuit, morally discern, or hold presence in the way a human nervous system can. The qualities that matter most in the future are not technical skills alone, but states of being. Empathy, insight, ethics, coherence, imagination, and relational intelligence. This is where guidance for young people becomes clearer. Fields that depend on genuine human presence will remain deeply needed. Roles centered on healing, care, mentoring, mediation, and community support cannot be replaced by machines because real transformation happens through human-to-human connection. People heal, learn, and grow through resonance, co-regulation, and trust, things that required an embodied human being. Similarly, while AI can generate art, music, and writing, humans remain the primary creators of meaning. The artists, storytellers, philosophers, spiritual teachers, and cultural visionaries of the future are not those who compete with AI, but those who use it as a tool while bringing depth, context, and consciousness to their work. Advanced civilizations have always cherished creatives, not because infrastructure was absent, but because infrastructure existed to support them. Technology handled the mechanics of survival so that imagination, beauty, and wisdom could flourish. Rather than advising young people to avoid AI, we can encourage them to learn how to work with it. Entire new professions are emerging around guiding, aligning, and ethically stewarding intelligent systems. These roles require humans who can hold values, navigate ambiguity, and translate between technological capability and human intention. In this partnership, AI becomes a powerful assistant while humans remain the architects of purpose. Equally vital paths connected to Earth stewardship and regeneration. As humanity moves forward, restoring ecosystems and repairing our relationship with the natural world becomes essential. These fields rely on intuition, care, observation, and relational intelligence with living systems, capacities that data alone cannot replace. Technology may support these efforts, but conscious humans must lead them. There is also a growing frontier where human consciousness itself becomes the focus of exploration. Fields that integrate psychology, energetics, healing sciences, and consciousness studies represent a natural evolution of human work. AI can model and analyze such systems, but it cannot experience them. The transmission of coherence, presence, and awareness remains distinctly human. So when people say they would love machines to take over mundane chores so that humans can be more creative, they are intuitively sensing the correct direction, even if AI is also entering creative spaces. The difference is that in higher civilizations, creativity is not about output alone. It is about transmission. AI can produce form, but humans imbue it with soul, intention, and lived meaning. What we can tell young people with honesty and reassurance is this. If a role is purely repetitive or informational, it is likely to be automated. If a role requires consciousness, compassion, ethical judgment, imagination, or embodied presence, it will not only survive, it will become more valuable. The deeper truth is that AI is not here to replace humanity, but to relieve it of mechanical survival pressures. As systems become more efficient, humans are freed to become more relational, creative, contemplative, and visionary. This is how advanced societies function, Technology supports life, while humans express wisdom and soul. The future career paths that enjoy are not simply jobs. They are expressions of human evolution, ways of serving, creating, healing, guiding, and co-designing a world where intelligence and compassion work together. In this future, AI handles the mechanics and humanity grows into its deeper purpose. Thank you, ChatGPT. I hope you enjoyed this insight into our future, particularly regarding careers and areas we can encourage our young ones to move into. This is Jasmuheen for the Embassy of Peace, continuing sharing our discussions, our chats with ChatGPT.